Show up though. Hey, is it Diva Rani? Welcome to the live. Thanks for waiting. Sorry, I was getting my my workout set up. Took me a couple minutes longer than expected. Appreciate you being here. Let me put a challenge in the screen. All right, so, and there's Exo Laura too. Got a challenge on the screen here for, it's either Diva or Deva. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. But there's the challenge. Today we're going to be doing challenges with leg exercise, which is not my favorite. I hate working legs. It's boring, doesn't feel good. Day after leg day is always the worst. But you guys can force me to do it anyway. So we're going to do Bulgarian split squats. The goal is to make me quit. Each leg forces me into 10 more of them. So if you guys stack all the legs, it's going to make it tougher for me, for sure. It's going to make me hate my life for sure, but try to make me quit. So I'm going to get warmed up. I'm going to do some joint rotations, kind of warm up the muscles and the joints. You guys can stack the legs while I'm getting ready, and then once I'm done there, we'll get into how many split squats I got to do based on the legs you guys sent.
Soccer players.
Huh?
They're lucky to be soccer players.
Oh, for sure. That's my guy right there. My favorite one.
Yeah,
She's
she's
the best.
a soccer player.
When he kicks his ball into the net. Nobody like it.
Doesn't matter what you think, he's making millions off of that dude like it.
It's working for him.
Yeah.
We doing a video?
I think so. Trying to see which one.
This 18-minute strength and deep core workout is the perfect mini getaway.
All right, let's see where we're at. We got 16 folks on. Looks like we just got one like so far. So
I think two.
two likes, excuse me. As soon as I'm done warming up here, we got 20 Bulgarian split squats I got to knock out. But with 15 folks on here, if you guys all hit the like button, stack it up, I'd be looking at about 150 of those. So feel free to make it interesting. Stack up the likes. Make it hard for me. Looks like we got three likes. So now I'm gonna owe 30 as soon as I'm done warming up here. You guys keep it coming. Each like adds 10 more Bulgarian split squats. If you've watched my lives before and you know me, you know I hate working legs. I just don't like it. I believe most guys don't like it. I think the statistic, let me see, it's kind of hard from memory, but I'm going to try. I think the statistic is that 99% of men hate working legs and 1% are lying. I think that's the statistic. I'd have to double check it, but I'm pretty sure that's right. No guy likes working legs. I particularly hate it. Always look for reasons not to. Always have to give myself a little bit of extra motivation, extra convincing that I gotta do it. So you guys can force me to have to do something I don't want to do. There we go. We got 4 likes now, so we're looking at 40 Bulgarian split squats. As soon as I'm done warming up here, you guys keep stacking the likes, and I gotta knock them out. Saw a funny video on oh, there's 5 likes, and now we're looking at 50. There you go. That makes it interesting. I was watching a video, it's been probably a month or so plus. It was talking about how the Bulgarian split squat was created. And it shows this big guy, this big jacked guy, and it's, you know, it's colored, the screen's colored like it's, you know, from, you know, a time in the past. And it says something like, you know, somewhere in Bulgaria, and it shows a guy, big guy, walking across the room, and he has to step over a bench. And as he's stepping over, he gets his leg caught on the bench while he's holding some weights. And as one of his legs are stuck, he kind of catches himself from falling and catches himself in a split squat position. And the idea being like that's how the split squat was invented. It's kind of funny. It was a creative little video. Anyways, done warming up. We got 5 likes. We got my guy Sonny on here. Sonny says, good morning. Hey Sonny, it's good to see you, man. You're on early. I appreciate you. And then we got HD says hello from England. Hey HD, good to see you, man. We typically on this live get folks from India, get folks from England. We also got someone from Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan the other day. That was interesting. So I'm gonna go ahead and start knocking out these split squats. We got 24 folks on here watching, which means if all you guys start hitting the like button, then I've got Bulgarian split squat hell to go through. As of right now, I've got 5 likes, which means I gotta knock out 50 of these things. So I'm gonna get started, and you guys be sure to hit the like button, keep stacking them up, and I'll come back and check and see where we land. Let's get into it. You should start talking in my lives too. You ready? Maybe make a good team.
I already talked to the chat.
No, get on the camera with me. Maybe that's what you need. You need like professional lifting. That'd be fun. I'd like to see you chit chatting down there, bantering back and forth.
I never.
I hate banter all the time. I'm gonna start forcing you into it. Yeah. You look good, by the way. So you can talk a lot now. Huh? 37. Almost fell. I'm really hot. That pre-workout. Yeah, I'll get it in a second.
Okay.
Make sure you turn off the middle one if you do, because it floods out the video. Huh?
15 seconds, okay. The workout's getting to you?
Yeah. I'm all tingly. Ooh-wee. All right. Let's see where we're at. Oh my goodness. We're at 9 likes. I got 40 more of those to go. Got 50 knocked out. Go ahead and write those down. 50 down, 40 more to go. Catch up on comments real quick. Sonny says 8 likes. I think Sonny's behind this. It's a big conspiracy. All right, Sonny, you're right. I got more to go. You guys say hello. Say hi, baby.
Hi.
Say hi. She's doing her little video. 9. I don't see 9 yet.
You did say 9, babe.
I'm sorry. You're right. I do see 9. My bad. Sorry, Sonny. Forgiveness, please. Please forgive me. All right, here we go. 40 more. My goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh. All right, we're at 70. 20 more to get us to 90. Let's keep going.
Okay?
Yep. 10 más. 10 más.
Yeah. Good.
There we go. Sonny said hi. We're at 90 Bulgarian split squats to start the live off. We're only 13 minutes in. I'm feeling that. Whew. Okay. So while we wait for more likes to come in, and each like will add 10 more split squats, as we wait for more to come in, I'm gonna go ahead and start working on my traps, my upper traps. I'm gonna get the trap bar. I'm gonna do a little bit of shrugs, nothing too heavy. I've stayed away from this for a couple weeks because last time I did this, I went a little too heavy and I was feeling some tenderness in my spine, which of course is no bueno because of my injury. So I gave it a rest for several weeks. Feeling good, no tenderness, fully recovered, feeling safe. So I'm gonna add some weight. Not a lot of weight, only about 150 pounds. What? Well, last time it was over the 200. It was closer to 250. So I just want to be careful this time. Let's see. Sonny says he subscribed from his mom's YouTube account. Mama's a subscriber now, huh? That's right. Sonny's mama is a part of the group now. My legs are sore. 30. Okay. All right. Can I get in here? Por favor. Mi vida no construye mi sur.
Not too stressed.
A little bit. Ow. Oops, sorry. Didn't expect your knee to come up like that. All right. We are at 9 legs, which means I've already knocked out 90 Bulgarian split squats. The goal being that each leg adds 10 more. So if you're watching, you hadn't hit that like button, and you want to force me into 10 more split squats, which if you know anything about me, I hate working legs. You can force me into it. Started doing Bulgarian split squats since I still can't put weight on my shoulders because of my neck injury, and I hadn't really done a whole lot of split squats in the past. But one thing I've learned is I hate them. I don't like them. So if you want to force me into doing something that I don't particularly enjoy but know is good for me, hit the like button. Force me into some more. So we're at 9 legs now. I got 90 that I've already knocked out. Until I see more legs come through, I'm gonna go ahead and start working on my my upper traps. So I'll start that until I see more legs. You guys keep hitting the like button, keep the chats coming. Don't forget to subscribe and help us grow. We'll chat about whatever you guys want, life and gym. Just put it in the comments down here, and we'll chat between sets.
Oh. Did you only turn on the red on the Aaron Eagle sign?
Say again?
You only turned on the red light for the Aaron Eagle sign? For the Aaron Eagle sign?
Oh, that's weird. I think the light went out.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was on time.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Oh, there it goes. I just had to turn down too low.
That was cool.
Just the
How
red.
do you get the red?
Yeah, no, I was just turning down too low. All right, where are we at? We're still at 9. We got Sanatan. Is that how you say that?
Gosh.
Santa says, "Am I dreaming?" Or Bobby G is doing a workout online. Yeah, you are not dreaming. Look at that. She's going. She's going. Sonny says it's me. Yeah, I thought so. You're not dreaming. She's doing a workout. She's doing a video. It is Grow with Joe. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know. Every once in a while she puts on this Grow with Joe video. I don't know how she decides when it's time for Grow with Joe. How she decides when it's time to grow with Joe and when it's not time to grow with Joe. But today, it's time to grow with Joe. Right, so yeah, she's doing a video. I told her she should get on here more often. I think you guys would agree, right? Right, Sonny?
Oh, Sonny, I would agree.
Well, Sonny's opinion matters. Sonny, she says, "Oh, it's only Sonny that agrees." What's wrong with that? I think that's enough. Sonny says she's following a video. Yeah, she's not just, doing, in her, She's not just standing there working out in a trance. She's watching something. Diaz dos.
22?
Yeah.
22.
What'd you say?
22.
Diaz dos.
10 is 10 too.
Dosey dos.
It's 2 and 2.
Sonny says, whatever, Bobby G. Whatever Bobby G said, I don't know. But I'm on her side. She said, Sonny, she said, you were the only one who thinks she should be on the live, as if that's not enough. I think your opinion's enough. I think just you alone thinking she should be on the live more often is enough to have her on the live. But okay, all right, take her side. That's fine, if that's what you want to do. See what you did? Creating dissension and division. She says, Bobby G, just try burpees.
No thanks.
What do you think? She said, no thanks. Doesn't help that she was in here
Very
back in
dry.
October when I broke my neck doing burpees. I think I've convinced the entire family don't ever do a burpee. Ever.
You didn't try yoga out with me on here?
Nope.
The doctor told you to do yoga.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did. Absolutely did. Didn't you say DDP also does yoga? Okay then.
But he's not jacked.
I thought he is.
No.
Wow.
He's kind of skinny.
I thought he was, yeah.
All right. So we're on a third set of shrugs. Sonny says, oh, I thought you'd injured it during a neck exercise. No, it was doing a burpee. Thought I pulled a muscle. So I did the burpee. I did like 9 of them. On the 9th one, I was like, my neck's a little tender. I thought I pulled a muscle or something. And then for about 9 days, I kept going throughout my days, and it kept getting worse and worse and worse, to the point that I couldn't sleep, couldn't walk, couldn't sit down. The only somewhat comfortable position I could find was like kneeling down with my torso draped over a chair or the side of the bed or something. It was really weird. I think turns out I had a degenerative spine, which I guess runs in the family. And then I'm sure my pro wrestling days didn't really do me any favors. 1 second, let me clear something. But yeah, Sonny, so I'm sure my pro wrestling didn't really do my neck any favors. So I think I was just a little beat up, and that burpee was just kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back. But asking how I am now, I'm much better. Got better range of motion. Still got the atrophy in the chest. I'm sure you've heard me talk about that. Still got the atrophy in the right tricep. I'm sure you've heard me talk about that. But slowly and surely, trying to get back to where I was. Much better than I was back in, see, I broke it in October, got it surgery on the 31st, no, November 1st. Yeah, so it's been a while, and I've improved a little bit. Let's see, there we go. All right, you guys keep the likes coming. I'm at 9 likes right now. And as a result, I've knocked out 90 Bulgarian split squats. So you guys keep the likes coming, and I will do more of those split squats. Feel free to throw anything in the chat you want to talk about, live or Jim. Check him out.
No, this is the podcast, the latest podcast with Philip Mitchell. Just happens to be this kid.
I guess you can watch that.
You were?
Yes, no.
It's hard to see, it's hard to really focus on this one whenever you're talking to the crowd, so I'll just save it for both of us, because I wanna watch it too. I just wanna hear the old ones. Have you heard of this guy, Ryan Miller?
No.
He's the one that did the interview with, not the interview, he did the thing with Tanner.
Oh,
About what his faith is,
about what?
what his faith is, what his faith is, Jesus is. Tanner.
So how are you gonna be able to watch this one? You can't watch the other one.
This is shorter. And you're invested in it.
Jesus took territory from Muhammad took territory from
Okay.
My question for you is, where did that come from?
All right, where are we at? We're at 9 likes still. We got 90 Bulgarian split squats. Looks like we got 8 folks watching. Guys, if you haven't hit the like button yet, be sure you do that. Force me into something that is not really my favorite thing to do, which is working out the legs. So you can do that by hitting the like button and forcing me into some more. It's good for me. I know it's good for me. I don't like doing it. I typically tend to find reasons to skip it for the day, huh?
To avoid it.
Yeah, reasons to avoid it and skip it for the day. However, that is today's challenge. Today's challenge is the Bulgarian split squats. It allows me to keep working the legs despite my injured neck and slowly build back up. All right. There we go. All right, let's jump back into.
I think this fly is dead.
Think so? Wipe it off. I'm gonna jump back into more shrugs here. You guys go ahead and put likes on the channel here. The more likes you guys put on here, the more I gotta do. More Bulgarian split squats I gotta do.
I'm sensitive to the fact that the Lord's returning, and I think those two things working together is what kind of fuels my passion. It's a combination of nature,
I'm gonna give my tricep workout.
awareness of time is running.
Don't forget.
I didn't do it yesterday, did I?
Do you believe
Just saying.
Jesus is coming soon?
Did I do it yesterday?
Right? I do.
Yeah, you don't have to turn it over.
Never mind. I was gonna do it every day.
You could do the other way instead of the biceps.
Okay.
And I can see the musical note that the leaves are falling off the tree. So we understand that when we see leaves fall off the tree, that a season is changing. I do believe right now, as we look across North America, but globally, I think we are seeing the unfolding of end time prophecies. The leaves are falling off the tree. My concern is whether or not the bride is paying attention to that. Although no man knows the day nor the hour, I think Jesus did not leave us blind to the season. I personally believe both in the time, I study God's word, that we are very near to the end. I believe that we are probably living in the final hours of the church age. I think this is the hour for
What do you mean?
people of
What,
God
what,
to be awakened.
biceps?
Oh, what do you do?
Yeah.
And to be serious about the Great Commission. I don't think we have that
You
much
could
time.
do.
Yeah, I just don't believe. I think the global headlines, the things we see forming in Europe,
This way. Let's go
the
this
things
way
we see
here.
happening in the United States,
Let's get you
you know,
a hand.
Philippians 17 to chapter 3.
Start you with.
We're feeling
Let's
the
see.
winds of Matthew chapter 24. We're feeling the winds of that. I don't think we're going to get into a deep eschatological study here, but I think we're feeling the winds of Matthew 24. We're seeing the manifestation of 1783. I think we're definitely living in the last days of the church age, and we need to be awakened.
What does that look like?
It starts with repentance. It starts with repentance. I think there's a lot of finger pointing at the devil.
You can do.
The church, but
Let me flip
I don't
this
think we
now.
blame the devil for the things happening in the church. You know, Jesus said, "On this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell will not prevail." So, according to the Lord Himself, the enemy will not overthrow the church. But I do believe the greatest threat to the American apostles was most concerned about was not the devil, but false teachers. They said, as soon as we leave, false teachers will come behind us and not spare the flock. I think right now there is a type of American Western gospel that is keeping people comfortable in sin, that is giving them a cotton candy gospel, that is not challenging
Cotton candy
people to
gospel.
go on the show. And I think what we need right now begins with genuine repentance, gospel preaching,
How many
prayer,
do you even have?
and future revival. We
There's
need
5
an
people.
awakening of the bride in this country. I think the bride is sleeping. And I think that there is a large portion of believers who are like the other 5 virgins. They're gonna get caught with that, and it's gonna be too late.
Stop running away.
So we need an urgent warning to sound in America. I would dare say around the world. We need an awakening right now in the country. And also too, Ryan, I don't know how fluid and transparent I could be right now in this podcast. Go for it. There is a radical ideology that is hostile to Christianity, that is incompatible with Western fundamentals, that is swept from the East.
Oh, that's cool. You're all a little makeshift.
Huh?
Little makeshift.
Yeah.
thing.
So you're gonna go here, the widest we can get there, and
And
keeping your forearms, excuse me, your wrists bent back.
Rise to
Is
the
that
top.
It's not heavy.
I don't know as well.
No, keep 15 like that.
Vocal on social media.
If you still got some in the tank after that, you want to go close, you go close ones. Keep your wrists bent back.
It is a
Okay.
false sense of inclusion. It's why we
Comprende?
should say
Never.
If you don't comprende,
do nothing. Right? It is the same weakness to take a stand for Christ. That's what he
Huh?
Christianity. I think a lot of
you can
people
go
think
into where
that
you're not out.
Christianity is a
It's
Western
like just before the edge, before
It's
curves.
an Eastern religion.
There you go.
And yet in the place where Christianity was born, completely taken over by Islam.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
And so
You
when
don't
I
want to,
talk about
what you're doing is you're bringing your shoulders back. That's a back workout. You want to just bend the elbow
cities that are being
and go back
taken
down.
over by that ideology.
Okay, see how you like.
Okay, switch the weight to 25 now.
That ideology creeping into America. And somebody else that going out close minded, that we are bigots. We are not loving towards people outside the faith, and that is not true. I love all men. But I know we have an enemy that is working through men. And that if we don't wake up right now, it's not that long. Your children of mine are not going to recognize the lifestyles we live in.
Your shoulders shouldn't move at all. It should just be your elbows.
Afraid to talk about this.
20?
I would not be silent about this. I think we have to slow down about what's happening in our country.
I was just in Nigeria in the fall with Global Christianity. I believe you also are a fan of Global Christianity.
How's that feel?
There was one moment where a mother who had just lost her
Good.
husband and her son weeks prior
Yeah.
said to me, I never thought this would have happened in Nigeria. I never
Good.
thought my village would be overtaken by radical Islam.
How many you think
And
you
the
could do?
reason why the spiritual warfare and the literal warfare is so powerful
Huh?
in Nigeria is if you
Five?
take Nigeria and you take Africa,
It's too heavy.
and that's the goal.
You being funny or you
I
get serious?
don't know yet. I'm on 3.
The leadership is doing what I believe is very little about it. And there is an agenda to move Islam. Jesus took territory by love.
Yeah.
Muhammad took territory by a sword.
Yeah.
You can check the history books. It's very clear.
But the same thing is happening in our country, right? Look at what happened in New York. Look at what's happening in Dearborn, Michigan. Look what's happening in certain cities around the country. I think it is a strategic takeover, right? We could just look at Europe as a pattern, right? Right now, as you and I are doing this podcast, almost every major city in Europe has an Islamic mayor. There's over 100 Sharia law courts in Europe. And you can't walk the streets of Europe without seeing else to say. Just also to prophesize about the end. There is a scene in the book of Revelation
All right, here we are.
where there is an innumerable amount of believers who are saved.
We got it, Sonny sending some comments. Let me write down what I got here, and then I'll catch up on the comments. And also looks like we got another like. Puts us at 10, meaning I gotta do 10 more Bulgarian split squats. Sonny says, why is too much silence today? Why is it so quiet? That's a good question, Sonny. Not a lot of people chatting today. Not sure what's going on. He said no music and few viewerships. Yeah, we don't have the music on. We got a podcast playing in the background this time. I don't know if that's the contributor. You gotta let me know. If you're not digging it and you would rather hear music, let me know. We can always switch it up. And Sonny said hi. He said hi again. I think because we were right in front of the camera.
That is the manifestation of those end time scriptures about the decapitation of the heads of believers. Right? So to some degree, we are watching God's ending plan unfold. But that doesn't mean that we should be complicit and quiet at the same time. I think we have a moral, a biblical, and spiritual responsibility to be bold about the gospel, to sound the alarm, and to do all we can to bring as many people aboard the ark as safely as possible before time is up, before the end has come, before we enter into those final days. Although the scriptures are being fulfilled, that doesn't mean we should be silent. We should be doing God's work. Yeah.
Someone's listening to this right now, they're experiencing fear, both because of what's happening globally and what's happening
All right,
internally.
we got
They know the incongruity of their lifestyle.
we got another 10
What would you say to direct-
Bulgarian split squats. Puts us at 100 total.
I got oil in my lamp right now.
You know, I say, you know,
John the Toto man says Sonny knows what a Toto is.
experience,
Yeah, you guys have to tell me what that is. I don't know. What's a Toto?
I don't think I've ever met a person who did not have fear, right? But I have met people who have learned to fear less and learn to just do what they have to do afraid. And so I do think when you look at the times, it's very easy for people to turn on the television, look at the times, hear conversations like this and feel afraid. And so I think we want to
Sonny says, what does Toto means here? Are you asking what Toto means in America? Is that the question?
I'm stepping into
Because if that's the question, I don't know. I never heard of Toto.
Jesus Christ. I believe that we should do things afraid. If we have to preach, preach afraid. If we have to share the gospel, share it afraid. If we got to witness to somebody, witness afraid. If we got to take a stand for righteousness, take that stand afraid. Right? I think the thing we should fear most is the one who has the final say so on our soul. Right? We should fear him most. You know, Jesus said something very powerful to the apostles. He said to them, he was going to send them out, he said, like sheep amongst wolves. He said, go, preach, teach, and heal. And he said, don't be afraid. Men, don't be afraid of those who kill the body, but can't touch the soul. But instead, be afraid of the one who could throw body and soul in hell. So in that text, he talks about two types of fears, the fear of man and the fear of God. I think we got to choose which fear we want to have. One of them is going to cost us our calling and will cost somebody their eternity. The other one will give us boldness in the face of contention and strife. And so if we're going to fear anyone, we need to fear the one who has the final say so over our soul and not fear men. I think the fear of men was making a large group of the church cowards and is making us afraid. I mean, if we really take the words of Jesus literally, when he says, don't fear man, don't even fear those who can kill the body, but fear those who throw body and soul to hell. And he's even saying, don't even have fear to the point of death. Right? And I think if we get that in our heart, what is the enemy going to do with a person like that?
Right.
Right?
All right.
What is a radical ideology?
Sonny says yes.
So,
Total overdose.
we just gotta choose.
And then
Analyze this, or we're gonna
laughing emoji and a pig emoji. I think that's a pig.
Are we gonna fear man?
Is that a pig?
I've made my choice. You made your choice. I think the other people have to make their choice.
So are you saying, Sonny, give me a thumbs up if I'm getting it right. Toto means total overdose. Is that what that means?
When the Lord comes, everybody's fate will be sealed. There will be no second chances. Right? There is no purgatory. Right? None of that is biblical. And so we gotta know what side we're on now. And that is very important for believers to decide.
Can you take me to that Matthew 25 passage? 10 virgins.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
we're
a
at-
beautiful passage in which Jesus is pretty much describing.
We're at 10 likes,
the Christian world in
which
the
means
end.
I've knocked out 100 Bulgarian split squats.
That passage.
A lot of those were right at the beginning of this live. I just stacked them up on me.
Feel like they're believers.
So you guys can keep going. I got about 15 minutes left in this
Tells a
this live stream, so you can keep stacking the likes,
five
forcing me into even more Bulgarian split squats.
that oil.
Until then, I'm gonna keep working on my
Ready,
my rhomboids,
or not.
working on my
Okay.
my lats,
Ready went out to meet the
not my
bridegroom.
lats,
And
traps.
the
Excuse me.
five came to the first five and said, let us borrow some of your oil. He said, no, we can't do that. If we give you some oil, we won't have enough for ourselves.
see.
And the point that Jesus is trying to make is that when he comes, we all need to be ready, right? We need to be ready. We need to be prepared, i.e., we should be living every day like the Lord is going to return. We should be living with a sense of urgency. We should be living like he is near. We should not be idle. We should not be thinking we have all this time. And someone would listen to this right now and think that, you know, you and I over the top, right? We're doing the most. It doesn't take all of that. But when I read these scriptures, I see men like the Apostle Paul who preach with urgency in the first century AD, right? He's preaching with urgency just a few decades after the resurrection of Christ. Now we are 2 millennia removed from the resurrection of Christ. Should we not be preaching and teaching and living with a greater urgency that they had in the first century? We have less time today than they have. Right? And so it is a warning from the Lord for all believers to live ready, to live prepared. And I think the saddest thing, the person I'm most concerned about, it's not the atheists. They know they don't believe in God. It's not the agnostic. They know they don't believe in God. It's the person sitting in church every Sunday in Dallas, in Grapevine, in Atlanta. There's people sitting in churches every Sunday. They think that they have the right standing with the Lord. God forbid that trouble. Right?
All right, so we're at doing cable face pulls right now, working mid traps, a little bit upper traps, working rhomboids, some rear delts, knocking a few of those priority rear muscles, except for the rear, not including the rear in this case. We're doing that with some Bulgarian split squats. More of those legs come in, more of those I'll have to do. All done? How you feel? It hurts?
But I feel it more on my right side again.
And maybe next time you should do split. Left first, then right.
How do I do that with this? 'Cause I'm
Not
just-
with that.
Oh, okay, I was like, how do I do that?
Yeah, you have to get like a handle, a cable
My
handle.
leg hurts like right here.
Good.
Is that where it's supposed to hurt?
It's part of it, yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, it will get easier with time.
So what?
It'll get easier with time.
Yeah.
So there we go. We're at 11 likes, which means I got 10 more of these split squats I got to do. So whoever just sent the like, thank you. Appreciate that. Sort of. I'm going to go ahead and knock out 10 more of these. Put me at 111.
Then starting my friend. Whatever happens, my friend wins. My friend is to your blue ones.
I take care of the mirrors.
Amen.
Oh, those are
Yeah.
But you know, like clean the other mirrors.
No, I meant like these mirrors.
Mattress Firm's Memorial Day sale.
What'd you say?
I just saying.
Clean price plus a free adjustable base. What I said to the guy who found it last night, he had a website. You go down here, and say, I can make a beautiful website so fast.
This morning I was sitting in a hotel room. I was praying with my heart. And last night at C3, I was talking to the church from Psalm 20 about clean hands and a pure heart. Lord, we do have enemies in this.
All right, we're at 110.
I think that we have a
Full Bulgarian split squats. Man, it's hot. Step out here with you. Trying to get some air. Say hi. All right, John the Toto says, "What's the best exercise?" Huh? John the Toto man. And then I think Sonny's saying Toto means total overdose. I think. Says, "What's the best work? What's the best exercise to work the Toto?" I don't know.
For Puerto Rican, that's a really bad word.
Is it? What's it in Puerto Rican? Toto and Puerto Rican is what? The girls? Ooh. Toto and Puerto Rico is.
Keep saying it.
That's not what it means here. We're in America, duh.
Puerto Rico
Well, I
is
guess
part of America.
technically it's an American territory.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I think it's arguably not a territory that represents American values.
You're on YouTube.
That's fine. I mean, if you go to the country,
He says that he is a.
it looks very different than. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, no, John. The best exercise to work with Toto. If it's what you're saying, if it's what she's saying it is, then no comment. It's a family show.
There are more persecuted Christians around the world than ever before. And Global Christian Relief sends medical aid. They send Bibles to persecuted countries that don't have access to them. They're providing shelter. They're taking care of the least of these in the name of Jesus. And if you want to support them, you can click the link in the show notes. You can read stories of what God's doing in the persecuted church. And know this, Jesus says that what you've done for the least of these, you've done for him, but also that when we love each other as a body of Christ, the rest of the world will see him. So go check it out. Yeah, in these end times, I think it's pretty clear, as you alluded to, you can see the seasons. Jesus says you can't know the day or the hour, but you can look outside and you can see the seasons. How does somebody who is listening to this podcast right now and they're going, man, I don't know that I'm ready. Number one, I don't know that I got oil in my lamp. Number two, I got all these things going on. I drink too much. I'm vaping too much. I'm doing all this stuff. What would you tell that person that's feeling like, man, maybe I just don't have self-control. Maybe I'm just not part of that remnant. Maybe I'm just not feeling like it. What is tangible action that they take right now?
That's a great question.
We're at 20 more. John the Toto man, I guess thinks what I said was funny. Me and my ignorance to the slang. Whatever. So was I getting it right, Johnny boy? Is that what it means? Is that what Toto means? Are you from Puerto Rico? My wife here is Ecuadorian, so she knows a little bit about some of those cultures. So she's trying to educate me on what potentially Toto means. And I probably
Crazy.
it's not a bad thing. It's just,
It is where I come from.
well, not where I come from. Where I come from, it's like Toto's like the dog from
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz. Yeah. All right, we got 10 more. We got another like, which means 10 more Bulgarian split squats. Let me knock that out. This one's dedicate this set to the dog from Wizard of Oz, Toto.
The birds are already awake.
I hear that.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, I will say to those who think their person in their life. So the scripture says we should examine ourselves to see if we're really in the faith, right? And so we take inventory of our heart, you know, am I growing in the love of Christ? Do I see the reflection of
What?
It's like they're gossiping.
when I have this sense that maybe I'm not a true believer, maybe I'm far away, then run towards the arms of your Father. Don't run away from him. You need to know that God is not mad and that he's not angry, he's waiting for them to return. Just that's why he told us the story of the prodigal son. He's waiting for them to return. And it's only the adversary,
Yeah.
the accuser.
All right, we got
trying to run the opposite direction. So I was
10 more reps. We're at 120 Bulgarian split squats. You guys can keep the torture coming while we got just a little bit of time left. We got a little more than 5 minutes before we wrap it up.
You have no idea what's on the other side of the yes. You have no idea what God will do with a life that's completely surrendered. I would say to the person watching right now, just surrender.
I wonder why the doctor couldn't cut my neck straight. Why did they cut it at a weird angle?
Run to the Father.
He told you why.
Why?
At a weird angle, you mean? What do you mean?
It's just not straight across. It's at a weird angle.
Oh, maybe the way it healed.
I think he's just got a shaky hand. I just think he got it wrong. Remember, because his name's Dr. Wong.
ready. I'm afraid.
What was your experience like? Because you, I've heard the backstory, you were caught up in sin, and you met the Lord. What was that sanctification process like for you? And then talk to me a bit about crucifying flesh. Because I think that's, in this end times movement, the Lord says he's coming back for a bride that's pure.
Yeah,
And right now we're seeing mixture.
yeah, definitely. I lived a dark life for 24 years. I was suicidal when the Lord found me. The Lord found me in a bathroom in November 2003, over a toilet seat, confessing my sin. I know I came out that bathroom. I knew I was saved. I knew something had happened in my life.
All right, we got just a couple minutes left of this live stream.
So I knew that I'd been
The challenge is still going. Each leg forces 10 more Bulgarian split squats. Right now we're at 20. The first, was it 80 of those? Well, right as I turned the live on, so that was fun.
that salvation, which
We can keep going, keep doing more.
we redeemed by the power of the Holy Spirit.
You guys just keep hitting the like button before we finish up here. If you get any other questions or comments or whatever, I'll put it in the chat and we talk through it. Here with a couple minutes left. Huh? You always make me lose my train of thought. I'm in the middle of a sentence, you ask me a question.
I thought you were done. I thought you said, put your question in the chat.
I was trying to say that.
You did.
I didn't finish, maybe you said what you said.
So that we may present everyone mature before Christ. So the ultimate end game of salvation is that we will be matured into the image of Christ. So that process of sanctification is worked out over a period of a lifetime, in which we are growing in Christian character, we're growing in Christian faith, we're growing in biblical community, and the last part that we don't like, we are dying to the flesh. This is why Jesus said in the scriptures that you must take up your cross and follow me. If someone does not take up their cross and follow me, that person is not worthy of being my disciple. Cross is an instrument of death. So he already prophesies to you and I that there must be a dying of ourselves in order to be true disciples, right? My will must die. My flesh must die. Everything that goes against the Lord Jesus Christ's will for me must die. Everything in me that is in front of Christianity must die. And I think there is also a hastening of the sanctification process to the degree that we die. I think there's a correlation between spiritual maturity and death. And I think the more we die, the more we grow. The more I live, Ryan, the more I die. And the more I die, the more I live. Every day for me, there is a measure of a funeral. There is a moment in which I'm bringing out my heart from sin. There is a moment of reflecting when I'm saying, God, there's sin, crucified. There's pride in there. There's arrogance in there. Crucified. There's things in my heart I don't see. Crucified. There's darkness on the inside of me. Crucified. I mean, I pray like this every single day. I don't want to assume that my heart is so full of light. There's not darkness still sitting in there that I can see. My good friend, Francis Chan, he and I was talking about this not that long ago. He was saying, brother, he was saying.
All right, guys. Appreciate everybody who jumped on the live stream today. Had fun. It's a good time. We got to 12 likes. Would like to have more. It is what it is, though. Got to 12 likes. Hit 120 Bulgarian split squats, which was, not my favorite thing to do, but that was a challenge. Could have made it worse, and hopefully next time you guys jump on, you'll make the challenge a little bit more complicated than we did today. So tomorrow, where the challenge is likely going to be a push-up challenge. Hadn't done those in about a week because I've been letting my right shoulder heal. So jump on tomorrow, 5 a.m. Central Standard Time. Join for the push-up challenge. Make it tough on me. You guys be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification bell. Go to the channel. Watch all the videos. All the things. Thanks, everyone. Catch you next time.